What's up guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new Game of Thrones recap and review, this time for Season 7's grand finale, Episode 7, The Dragon and the Wolf. This was a massive episode with a really fitting title, but it was still maybe a little bit more subdued than finales of seasons past, especially last year's, but we did have a major character death, a huge change in the War for the Iron Throne, and a massive development in the War for the Dawn Round 2. But for more, let's dive right into a quick plot recap. Our episode opens in King's Landing, where the opposing sides are converging on the ancient Targaryen dragon pit, and as insurance, Daenerys is bringing the Unsullied and the Dothraki stationed just outside the city in case Cersei tries to pull anything. But Cersei's brought her own insurance, Sir Gregor, with orders to kill Daenerys, Tyrion, and Jon in that order if anything goes wrong. And so both sides arrive, Cersei with Euron on the mountain in tow, and Jon, Tyrion, and the Hound carrying their little show-and-tell prize from north of the wall. So Daenerys makes an entrance only a Targaryen can make on Drogon's back, as dragons return to the dragon pit for the first time in centuries. But this massive parlay doesn't quite go as planned, and Cersei still doesn't believe them, so the Hound decides to give her an up-close look, releasing the white from its cage to charge at the Queen before revealing that he has it on a chain. In a really helpful PSA, Jon Snow demonstrates how to kill them, but Euron decides to head back to Pike anyways because they can't swim, but more on that later. Jon reaffirms his loyalty to Daenerys when questioned by Cersei, but Cersei still refuses to cooperate. She's not gonna bend the knee that easily. Tyrion heads up to the Red Keep to try and talk some sense into dear old sissy Cersei, who blames him for killing both of her parents, kind of truthfully, but he succeeds after guessing she's pregnant. Despite Tyrion apparently succeeding and Cersei openly pledging her allegiance to fight the army of the dead, she reveals to Jaime that she has absolutely no intention to send her troops north, and that Euron really didn't go to Pike, he actually is sailing to hire the Golden Company. This kind of backstabbing in the face of really the ultimate evil proves to be the breaking point for Jaime, who takes himself and runs north, potentially bringing the Lannister army with him, although we don't really know that for sure. In Winterfell, Littlefinger is still trying to turn Sansa against Arya, and it looks like he's succeeded until it's revealed that she turned the tables on him, revealing that all he's done to the Lords of the North and the Vale. And in the first major cheer moment of the episode, Arya slits his throat, and that's another name off of the list. With that behind them, Sansa and Arya begin to mend their frayed relationship by reminiscing over Ned's favorite quotes about winter. But the story's not quite over in Winterfell, as Jon's secret origin is finally revealed when Bran and Sam share their equal information, and Bran takes a peek into the past and sees the moment we've been waiting for. He witnesses the marriage of Lyanna and Rhaegar and realizes that Robert's rebellion was based on a lie, and this is interestingly intercut with scenes of Jon and Daenerys finally getting freaky on the journey north, so boat sex is confirmed. And here it's revealed that Jon's real name, his Targaryen name, is Aegon Targaryen. But in the cliffhanger and the biggest setup for next season, at Eastwatch, the Night's King flies up on Viserion and begins to melt the wall with blue dragon's fire, and the army of the dead have broken through. So as I said, even though it was maybe a little bit more subdued than previous finales, I still think it was a great episode for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, the episode continues the season of reunions, as I like to call it, and we have a couple of great ones just literally in this 80-some minute runtime, as Brienne and the Hound cross paths again on much better terms, and Pod and Tyrion both reunite, and there's also a great tease for the Clegane Bowl in there too, even though we don't get that in this episode. But maybe the biggest crossing paths of them all was Tyrion and Cersei coming face to face and confronting one another for the first time in a couple of years in a great tete-a-tete that has been really a long time coming. What was really key to this episode was the fact that there were no great battles, but the tension was ratcheted up in other ways. It was so palpable, especially in the scenes between Sansa, Arya, and Littlefinger, and especially in that dragon pit, as all of the claimants to the throne are in one place for the first time ever. Specifically, that parlay scene is exactly why, for all the plot holes and time travel issues this season's had, it's kind of worth it, because in a lot of ways, it's a dream come true for longtime fans of the series like myself, fans of the show since 2011, 2012 when it first came on, to see all of these characters interacting for the first time and crossing paths, something that's really only existed in our minds up until this point. In my mind, the finale sets up perfectly for next season as well, as the conflict with the Night's King takes center stage, although the threat of Cersei still looms, and I was completely wrong in thinking that the show would kill her off so quickly. Despite the advancement of the main storyline, we also moved ahead in other storylines for next season as well, with Theon's journey to save Yara underway, Jon's true claim to the throne revealed, him and Daenerys' now next level relationship, and the rift between Jaime and Cersei finally critical. So overall, I'll give this episode a 9.5 out of 10. It was really a great finale in my mind, with some massive reveals, honestly rivaling anything else we've seen on the show, and all the political tension and twists and turns that we've come to expect from the series just kind of wrapped up into one episode. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down below, and what you want to see most from Season 8 in the comments section, but that's going to do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.